Hello, my dear learners. How are you all? I hope you all are doing good. So, my dear learners, here I welcome you all in your computer class. Okay, so are you excited for this class? Okay, so in today's class, we will see about Excel only. Okay, yes, I know. In the previous chapter, that is chapter number 4, we discussed about Excel sheet. But in this chapter, we will see about Excel sheet only, but little more different things. Okay, that we do not discuss in the chapter number 4. Okay, because Excel is very large topic, or we can say big topic. So there are lots of things. It is not easy to cover all the things in one chapter. So that's why chapter 4 and chapter 5 is totally related to about your Excel. Like in the previous chapter, we already know what is Excel, how we create Excel sheet, how we save it. Okay, what are row, what are columns, what are the components, what is auto sum feature that is there in Excel sheets. All these things are done with you. I'm hoping so you watched the previous video or previous chapter number 4. Okay, if you don't watch that video, please have a look on it, because this chapter is little bit based on that video or that chapter, means chapter number 4 of this book. Okay, so in this class we will start a little more about Excel only. Okay, so in this chapter, what are the things that we are covering? My dear learners, here also we will see about Excel. First, we will see how we can able to select a cell. In the previous chapter, we already know what is row, what is column, what are cell. So in this chapter, we will see how we can able to select a cell, how we can able to add a cell, add a row, delete a row, how we can add a column, delete a column. Okay, how we save our documents. Okay, what are the formulas that is there in Excel sheet. Okay, all these things, like what is redo or undo option that is there in the Excel sheets, what is the role of redo and undo. Okay, how we enter numbers, how we add formulas in your sheet. All these things we are covering in this class, in this chapter. Okay, so ready? Okay, so let's start chapter number 5 of your book. First, you have to welcome your friend. That is, hi, I am Marvin. This is your friend. Okay, in every chapter, he comes up first. Okay, so let's see how what the Marvel is telling to you. So I am Marvin. In the previous chapter, we read about one of the most popular spreadsheet software, that is Excel. Okay, it is a software used to perform complex mathematical calculation and also provide us with the ready-made formulas to perform automatic calculations. Okay, we know Excel sheets are used for calculation purposes. So Excel also help us to store the data in an organized manner and help us to analyze the data also. Okay, so in the previous class, we already discussed how we create Excel sheets, how we can organize the data on the Excel sheets. Okay, so Excel mostly used for the calculation purpose. Okay, so we have already learned the basic features of Excel and also how to enter data, perform calculation and save a workbook. These things we already discussed in the chapter number 4. Okay, like how we can enter the data in a sheet, how we perform calculations, how we save the work. Okay, these 3 things is already discussed. Now in this chapter, we will learn about more features of Excel, like how we select data, edit cell content, select rows, columns, autofill and flash fill features. So these things is not covered in the previous chapter. So that's why in this chapter, this is a, like we can say, a part 2 of the chapter, because all these things not able to cover in one chapter. So that's why chapter 4 and chapter 5 is totally related to Excel. So in this chapter, we will covering all the topics that is not covered in chapter number 4. Okay, like we will see how we can able to select the data, how we edit any cell, how we insert any column, how we insert any rows. Okay, all these things is not there in the chapter number 4. Okay, so ready for these things? Do you want to know all these things? Okay, so let's start. Let's have a look. First, we will see selecting cells, how we can able to select any cell. Cells are clear to you? Okay, so how we can able to select a cell? Okay, so we need to select the cell or row or column to perform certain operation like copying, moving and deleting, inserting and formatting, of course. if you want to copy something, if you want to delete something, you have to select the cell or select something na, for deleting, for inserting, for moving, for copying. So it's very important to select it. Okay, to perform all these operations, we need to first select the data. Of course, we have to first select the data. There are various ways to select data. So let us learn what are the ways that is there to select any data. First, we will see selecting row and column. So if you want to select the row and column, so how we can do? How we can able to select? Okay, let's see. So to select a row or column, we can click on row and column heading. So in the row and column heading, you have to click it, so that whole cell will be selected. Okay, now we will see entire worksheet. So if you want to select the whole worksheet, then how we can do? So in case we want to select the entire worksheets, then we should press Ctrl A or click on select all button located on the top of the first row heading. So in the first row heading, control we can say select all button that is there, we can select that also, and we can do Control plus A. Okay, Control plus A is also, with the help of this button we can select the whole worksheet. Now we will see adjacent row and column. If you want to select the adjacent row and column, how we can able to do? So select the first row or column that you want to select, then hold down the shift key while you select the last row or column that you want to select. This is how we can select the adjacent row and columns of the sheet. Non-adjacent row and column. If you want to select non-adjacent row, adjacent means that is adjacent to one another. Okay, so if you want do not select the adjacent row and column, so how we do? So click on the row or column that you want to select and then hold down the Control key and select the other rows and columns that you want to select. Okay, so these are the important things. See, these things is not able to understand if you do not do it practically. Okay, now entering number as a text. So entering number as a text means here you have to enter a number. Can we able to enter? Of course, yes. But how? One new thing is there in this Excel sheet which I know it first. So that's why it is very interesting. See, important. Let's see. If we write a number in the form of 07892, if you want to write this number 07892, then Excel will automatically remove or omit leading 0. See, if the number start with 0, so Excel sheet automatically delete the 0. Okay, they cannot add the 0 point of it. Okay, so they automatically delete the 0 number. So if you want to retain the leading 0, if you want the 0 should be there before, we can say before 7. So you have to do what you have to do. So if you want to retain the leading 0 in the number, then we need to type the apostrophe before the number. See how we can able to add an apostrophe before the 0. Okay, then only 0 will be added. Okay, so this number will now be treated as text and will display in the same form as it is being entered by the user at the time of entering the data. So you have to write apostrophe 07892. But in functions, this entry will be taken as zeros, and functions that are used to perform calculation will be ignored. Okay, see these things as there. So this is we can able to add number as a text. Now we will see entering date and time. Can I able to add date and time in my sheet? Of course, yes. Let's see how. So we can also type data. We can also type data in the cell in the date and time format. We need to separate the date elements and slash or hyphens. Of course, in the date we use slash or hyphens because we have to write day, or we can say date, month and year. Okay, so we can also use the format that are given in the Excel date and time data types. For example, November 12, 2019. So this is how we can able to write a data or a date on the sheets. So Excel provide us with variety of formats to enter date and time. So Excel sheet has a lots of format options available to enter the date and the time in the sheet. So steps to enter date in the different forms. So you can able to add date in the different forms. See, these are the forms. So select the cells that contain date. Select the cell first. Okay. Step 2, go to the home tab and go to the cell group. In the cell group, click on the format drop down button. So what you have to do, click on the home, click on the cell group. See, these are the things. Can you see here? We can able to see the different types of formats of date and time is there. So select the format cell, select the format option that is there. So in the format cell dialog box, choose the desired format for date and time by clicking on the data option in the category list located on the number tab. In the same way, we can change the format of time by clicking on the time option. So you can change the date also and the time also. See, these are the things. Now we can say you want to, here it is written date. So these are the forms of date that is there in the Excel sheets. If you want to edit the time, so click on time. So time option is also there. Okay. Like your time should be like in which format you it's location of your time in Indian times, yeah, or United States time, what times you are wanting. So we can select according to you and click on OK. Then your date and time is ready to go. Now we will see changing cell contents. I'm hoping so. How we select any cell, how we select date and time on the sheet is clear. Now we will see changing cell contents. So how I can able to change the cell contents? Let's see. So whenever we type in a cell can be viewed both in the cell and in the formula bar. When we type something in a cell, then two buttons located on the left of the formula bar get activated on the screen, which are enter and cancel. So two buttons comes up, enter, cancel, and the formula option that is there. Okay. Enter means you are done with it. Cancel means you want to cross it. Okay. So enter and cancel buttons. So we need to click on enter button or tick to accept the entry in the cell. Of course, if you are accepting the entry in the cell, so you have to click on tick or enter button. We can click on the cross or cancel button if we want to write something else. Of course, if you want to write something else, so you want to click on cancel. If you are done with it, if you are ready to go, then you have to click on tick button or we can say enter button. So we can say we can also accept the entry in the cell by pressing the enter key on the keyboard. Of course, keyboard also has enter key, so you can do it with the keyboard also. Now we will see cell contents can be modified in Excel in two ways. See, these are the two ways we can able to modify something that is there in the Excel sheet. Step 1, replacing cell content. Step 2, by editing mode, we can do changes. Okay, starting with the first one, replacing cell content. How we can able to replace the cell content means the contents that is there in the cell. Can we able to replace it? Yes. Let's see how. In case we want to change the content of the cell, we can edit it directly by double clicking on the cell or by going to the formula bar. We can also directly start typing in the cell and then content then we previously written will be replaced by the new content. This is how, if you start typing on it, of course the new content will be the old content will replace by the new content. Okay, let us learn how to do it. Let us learn how we can able to do. First, open a new worksheet and type any data in a cell. Type any data. Okay, open first a new sheet, type any data. Select the cell whose content you want to replace. Okay, select the cell if you want to replace it. For example, in the example given and in the next page, you want to replace path marks in English, that is 96. You want to replace path marks 96. In English, he scored 96. So you want to replace it. Okay, when 99 you want to replace with 96. So click on the cell and type 99 in the cell and press enter. See, for example, it has 96 marks. You want to enter 99. So click on the cell 99 and you are ready to go. Now we will see, you will notice the previous value will be replaced by the new value. The previous value is 96 and new value is 99. See these, now we can see the new value is replaced the old value. See, the path marks is English is 99 and in Hindi it is 89. Now we will see, we can also change the content of the cell using edit mode. So edit mode is also there, in which we can able to change the content of it. So we need to follow the given steps to change the content through edit mode. Of course, edit mode is there to change the content of the cell. So these are the steps that is there. Step 1, select the cell whose content you want to change. Of course, first you have to select the cell. Like this cell content I want to change. Double click on the cell. Double click on the cell. The cursor will automatically start blinking in the cell. Okay. Step 4, go to the edit mode that is located on the left side of the status bar. Okay, so there should be a, which mode? Edit mode is there on the left side. Step 5, place the pointer on the desired place and change the content. Of course, place your mouse and your content is automatically changed and it is replaced by the new content. Press enter key and the content will be changed. If you press the enter key only, then only the new content is changed with the old one. If you don't press the enter key, then it is not changed. Now the edit mode is indicator will change ready mode. Clear? Now we'll see. Undo and redo option that is there in the sheet. What is a function? What is undo and what is redo? So once we have written content in the cell, we may want to cancel the change we have made and retrieve the previous written data. So we can do redo and undo also. What is redo, undo? Let's see. Okay. So in case we need to use undo command, the user cancel the last action performed, we can click on undo button. So undo button is there if you want to cancel the last. For example, you can type something like, you type Yashvi and you don't want to type Yashvi, you want to type Aarti. So you do undo command. With that, they can cancel your previous action. Okay, with the undo command, undo command that is there on the upper side of your desktop. Okay, so with the undo command, it cancels the last action that is taken by you. Like you are writing Yashvi, then you write, no, I want to write Aarti. So you can do undo command. Okay, so undo button located on the quick access toolbar. So in the quick access toolbar, you can find undo button. And redo button, what does redo button do? So the redo button helps to repeat the command that are cancelled by the undo button. So it repeat that. If I want to see, I'm writing Yashvi, now I am thinking, no, I want to write Aarti. So I do undo command. Then again I'm thinking, no, Aarti is not good name, Yashvi is good. Then I do again redo button to again want my previous work. Okay, so I do redo button. Okay, so it repeat the last action which is cancel using undo button. So we can click on redo button to locate in the quick access toolbar. So undo and redo button both are there in the quick access toolbar. These are the buttons. Okay, so I'm hoping so undo redo button is clear to you. Okay, now the important thing that people are suffering nowadays, inserting rows, columns and cell. Can I able to insert any row, any column, any cell? Of course, yes, but let's see how. So at times while we are entering data in the cell, later we realize that we missed some out information that is important to be entered in the worksheet. Sometimes it happens, we are made the rows, but we want to enter some row between. For example, if I want to add name, class, and also I want to add section rows also here. Before marks of Hindi, I want to add a, we can say, column of section. So how I can do? Okay, so let's see. So in cases we may need to add some row, column or cells to the worksheet. Okay, to enter any data, then we have to add any row, any column, or any worksheet. Let us learn to insert row, column, and cell in the worksheet. Let's see how we do. First, we will see inserting blank row and column. I want to add one blank column and a row. Let's see how I can do. These are the important one. See, these are the shortcut keys. See, the small boxes are very important. Like Control plus Z is for the undo and Control plus Y is for the redo. Control Z, Control Y. Okay. Now we will see inserting blank rows and columns. So we need to follow the given steps to insert blank rows and columns in the worksheets. First you have to do, see, these are the undo and redo option. Can you see this is the undo option, this is the redo option. I am erasing it. Can you see it again? This side is undo and this side is redo. Okay, redo is Control Y and undo is Control Z, X. Control Z, okay? Now we will see how we can able to insert a row and column. So select the column or cell or the left or right in which you want to insert. See, select that cell in which, select that row or column in which you want to add a row or column, okay? So select the row or cell to the left or the right in which you want to insert a new column. Suppose you want to insert a column to the left of column C. See, if you want to add a column in the left of C, here you want to add, okay? Let's see how we can add. See, can you see? Here we can add a new column, okay? So let's see. So step 2 is go in the cell group. See, the cell group option is there. So go on the cell group and click to the insert button. Click on the insert button that is there in the cell group. A drop down menu will appear. Click on the insert sheet column option. You have to click on insert sheet column option because you want to add column here. Okay, you want to add column. So click on which sheet? Insert sheet column. Insert sheet column. Step 3, a blank column will be inserted to the left margin of column C. To the left of C, see, after C, a blank column will be appeared like this here only. Okay, to the left of C, a new column will be inserted with the help of insert sheet column. Okay, now in the same way we can insert a new row by clicking on the cell group. Then on insert button, choose the option insert blank row. Of course, here previously we select insert column, so that's why the column is there. If you select insert row, then a row will be inserted. Now deleting row and column, I want to delete it. Okay, so we can delete cell, columns and row whenever we want to with the help of following steps. So these are the steps. First we will see deleting row and column. How we delete row and column. So we have to follow the steps to delete row and column from the sheet. See, these are the things. See, it asks you. See, here it is ask you. Shift cell right, shift cell down, entire row, entire column. So how you want to delete it? See, can you see? It is deleted. So here first of all we can see in the cell row, the options are here in which you can insert a row, insert a cell, insert a column. Okay, so this is how. So we will see first how we delete it. Now inserting option is clear to you, how we can able to insert any row, any column. Clear? Now see how we delete it. Okay, step 1 is that select the column row that you want to delete by clicking on the header, on its head. Okay, on the head means here you have to click on row or a column. On their head means in which we can write, if you want to delete any column, click on A, B, C, D, E, F, G option. If you want to click any row, click on 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. In that, in which row you want to delete, click on that number. Which column you want to delete, click on that alphabet. Okay, then you can see. Click on the delete drop down menu in the cell group located on the home tab and choose in deleted sheet column or row option. You can also right click on the selected header. Also in the header also here you can click on right click also, then you then the options come delete, that's also we can able to delete, and choose delete option, then your row and column is deleted. This is how we can delete it. Now Deleting a cell. Now the whole cell you want to delete. Okay, let's see how we can delete. Okay. So for deleting cell, we need to follow given steps. Okay, step 1, select the range of a cell you want to delete. Select the whole range. Okay, go to the home tab and delete button, drop down menu, chosen the delete cell. Delete cell option is there. Can you see? In the cell insert option, with the insert we can able to insert any row and column. With the delete we can able to delete the whole cell or whole row or whole column. Okay, so the delete dialog box will appear. Choose the appropriate options to delete the cell and your cell is deleted as per your requirement, as per your option. See, can you see? These are the things. Now I want to change the row height and width of the column. Okay, I want to change my row and column width and height. Let's see how can do. So Excel also provide us the facility to change the row height and column width to make the data fit into a particular row or column. We can increase or decrease the row height and column width as per the needs. As per the needs, we can able to do it. See, we can able to increase the height and decrease the height. Increase the width and decrease the width. Let's see how. First, we will see changing row height. See, this height I am talking about. Row height means this row height. These row height I want to change. Okay. Let's see. So we need to follow the given steps to change the row height in the worksheet. First, select the row whose height you want to increase or decrease. Select that whole row. Now, in the cell group, go to the format button and click on the drop down menu that appears. Then click on row height. Of course, you have to click on the row height. See, the row height is there. You can add that height and click on OK, and that height will be automatically increase or decrease your height of your row. Okay. So the row height dialog box will appear. Change the height of the row as per your requirement. Step 5, the change will be applied to the selected row and your row is ready to go. Now, changing column width. I want to change my column width. I want to become thinner or thicker. Okay. So the way we have changed row height, we can change the width of the column also to fit the content inside the cell. We need to follow the given step to change the column width. Step 1, select the column whose width you want to change. Select the column. Okay. Step 2, go on the home tab under cell group, choose the format button and choose the options column height in the drop down menu. Okay. So in the format options, choose the column height. Okay. See, in here we can see column height is also changed. Step 3, the column width dialog box will open. We can change the width as the requirement. Step 4, the chosen width of the column will applicable to the inserted column. This is how we can able to increase or decrease the width of the column. Okay. So I'm hoping so the height of the row is clear to you, how we can able to change the width of the row and column is clear to you. Okay. These two things are very important. See, can you see? We can able to do it. See, a box is appear. If you click on OK, then you are ready to go. So can a number, text or formula, we can copy or move data from one worksheet to another or within the same worksheets. Moving data means changing the position of original data from one place to another place. This is the moving the data, means you have to move your data from one place to another place. So when we move or copy data, then the moved or copy data is stored temporarily in the computer memory location called clipboard. We need to use cut, copy, paste command to move and copy data from one place to another place. These commands are very important. You know, these 3 keys are very important. How to cut, how to copy, how to paste any data. Okay, these 3 keys are very important. Starting with the first one, copy and pasting data. How we can able to copy and paste your data. So we need to follow the given steps to copy and paste data from one worksheet to another within the worksheet. So this is how we can able to copy our data. So these are the things, steps are there. Step 1, select the cell or range of a cell that you want to copy. Select the range. Okay, select the cell range. Here we Here we have selected the range like A1 to B3. See, A1 means this one to B3. This is the whole cell range I am already selected. Step 2, click on the copy button located in the clipboard group. So in the clipboard box, a copy button is there. A dotted line will be appear around the selected range. See, the dotted line is appear on the selected range. This much range I selected, so it lines should be made like this. Step 3, select the destination cell and click paste button in the clipboard group. And step 4, the selected text will copy in a new location. So this text is selected and copy. Okay. Now we will see how we can able to move our data from one place to another place or one computer to another computer. At times we may want to remove data from one place and place it another place. Sometime it happen. Instead of deleting and retyping, we can use this option to move data from one place to another place in the worksheet. Let us discuss how we can able to do. See, steps are there. Step 1 is that select the data or range of the cell that you want to move from one place to another place. Okay, select the range. Okay, range of the data. That, of course, you have to first select it. How much data you want to replace it. Okay. Step 2. Step 2 is that on the clipboard, click on cut option. So cut options there is on the clipboard. Can you see the cut option? This is the cut option. So from cut option, we can able to cut that data. And in the new sheet, we can able to paste it. Okay, with the help of Control V. Step 3, the selected data will be removed from the original location. Can you see in this sheet? This selected data is removed from here. Okay, here it is removed. Step 4, go to the location where you want to move the data. Of course, that selected data is cut from that place. So you can go on the in that place where you want to paste that data. Step 5, again go to the clipboard and click paste button. The data will be moved from desired location. So this data is moved from this location to that location. Means in this type, we can able to move your data from one place to another place. Okay. Now we will see autofill and flash fill feature. This is another feature that is there in the Excel sheet. That is autofill and flash fill feature. So Excel provide us with two very important features. One is autofill and other is flash fill. These features help us to enter data in the worksheets very quickly. So these two features are very, very important. I'm hoping so. Whatever I'm discussing, like how we able to add rows, how we delete any row, how we add, how we changes the height or width of the rows and columns is totally clear to you. So this topic is also important, like what is autofill and flash fill features. Okay, so we don't have to enter the data manually. We can fill the data automatically with just one click. That's why it is autofill. That means we do not enter the data manually. It is auto-filled. So how we do it? So autofill means it is very effective and easy method to fill data series in the worksheet cell. We need to follow the given steps to fill data in the series. You have to follow these steps. Step 1, type the name of the days of a week like Monday, Tuesday, like these things. Okay. Now position the pointer on the lower right corner of the cell. The mouse pointer will change into plus sign. See, it will automatically change into the plus sign. And can you see it you cannot enter days names one by one like Monday, Tuesday. No, you write Monday and you can click the whole select the whole we can say cell, and it automatically write the whole we can say days names in that row. Okay, in that column. Okay. So now we have to do step 4. Now hold the left button of the mouse and drag with fill handle up to the cell where you want to insert the series of number of days. So select the whole rows where you want to add the number of days. Okay. Then step 5, the days names Monday to Sunday will be appear in the cell. See, in the cells Monday to Sunday will be appear. And you do not read, you cannot write the whole days. You only write Monday. It auto-filled Monday, after Monday, it's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. Okay, so this is autofill. Now we will see flash fill. What's that? What is flash fill? So it is another useful feature in Excel that identify the data fill pattern which we use very frequently in a worksheet and then fills the remaining series accordingly. Let us learn to use it. Let's see how we can able to use this flash fill features of it. Step 1. Make 2 columns on the Excel sheet with the heading name and the last name. Okay, make a sheet with heading name and the last name. The names, fill the names in the column. See, in the names, we can see name should be there in the column and a last name should be there. First write the names and then write the last name. Step 3, the last name should be name should have the data which is combination of the first letter of the first name. For example, it is the Ravikant, the last name should be RK. See, this is how we can able to write name and the last name. Like Ravikant means it's a name and the last name should be RK, the short form of Ravikant, RK. Okay, so type RK in the last name column and press enter. See, this is first we can able to write it. Now if you can able to enter it, the whole name is automatically converted into the last name. So step 5, now click on the fill drop down arrow which is present on the home tab in the editing group and select the option flash fill. See, in the editing group, can you see this is the flash fill option that is there on the bottom of it? Okay, so the last name on the rest of the cell will automatically fill. So can you see this last name we cannot fill? It automatically filled with the help of flash fill option. Or shortcut key is also there. The shortcut key of flash fill is Control E, sorry. So Control E is the shortcut key. So this chapter is all about, I'm hoping so now, what is Excel sheet is totally clear to you. All the features of Excel sheet, like how we can able to select any cell, copy any cell, delete any cell, able to change the size or we can say height or width of any cell. Can we do? Yes, now we can able to do. Okay, so this chapter is all about, I'm hoping so this chapter is totally clear to you. So that's all, my dear learners, for this class. Thank you so much for watching this video. Have a good day. Bye bye.